Dave and Mary here with your weekly Tarot Energies forecast for the week of September 27th through October 4th, 2021. And if you are watching this after that date, it's still valid due to the laws of synchronicity and because now is actually eternity, an eternal moment. So one other thing, if you'd like to schedule a reading with either one of us that's much more in-depth, in detail, and personalized, you can do that on either one of our websites, links below in the description, and onto the reading.
Yes.
What are the decks that we're using?
Yes, okay, so we are working with two
I talked really
decks.
fast there because I was trying to get that stuff over with quickly.
Yes. And we got the Housewives Tarot. We got also Believe in Your Own Magic. So we've already picked the cards and dealt them right here, okay, and to save on time. So the first card is the Five of Swords, and as you can see, look at this card. This card is interesting because it's actually she's fixing a dress or tailoring it, but the Five of Swords traditionally in the Rider-Waite, that's what I'm going by. And when I get the feeling when I look at this, that we've been feeling like something has been going on in our world that's been altering us. It's like altering our own universe, it's like alterations. That's what's happening here. There has been, and it's feeling like, it's almost like it's not fair. You've been feeling like something has been going on that's like beyond your control. And it can relate to anything that pops up into your mind. If something is popping up and telling you, well, this is coming into my mind, well, then it's relating to that. And so it's like your universe has been altered, or your world has been altered, right, Dave?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Did you want me to speak about?
Yeah, what do you see in that?
Okay, well, the first thing, like we have different reading styles. The first thing that I see is I always see the cards together, and I will say, it's basically what Mary said, something, it's unstable, that's leading into there's a period of uncertainty right now, and perhaps feeling even down or defeated about it, leading into a new beginning of fulfillment and like new love in a way, that's leading to change, but change that's not like, say, in the Death card kind of a change, or in the Tower card kind of a change, but the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like we're in a change now. We're changing into, at least in this part of the world, coming into autumn. So that's the kind of change, like a season. And it's also the Wheel of Fortune associated with Jupiter, so some kind of an expansion. So that's the overview I see. And yeah, with the Five of Swords, it's just what Mary said. Five is unstable. Swords are challenges in the mind. So it's kind of like, you're having to work through things in your mind, and something's happened that's causing that sort of feeling of just being defeated. And you have to find that inspiration and the meaning again.
Yeah, you have to find it. As I'm looking at this, scissors are swords, and swords can cut like a knife. And these also can relate to people's words, because sometimes people can use words that can be very harsh, and sometimes people don't mean what they say. So whatever's going on in your world with words, you might even be somebody might be experiencing this that's watching this video, about somebody said something to you. You know what? You got to clear and delete. Just like a sword cuts like a knife, can cut meat, can cut food, can cut, I don't know why I said meat. I think about chopping up vegetables. It can do a lot of good things, but it can...
Phoebe and Jasper's raw food.
Oh yeah, that's probably what I was thinking about. But it also relates to like cutting through things that no longer serve you. So this is a message for you to clear and delete, walk away from the words, or if something was not fair that was said to you and you feel like it's not fair, you know what, instead of trying to analyze it to why did they say that and trying to figure it out, you know what, it's just a hamster chasing its tail, or a dog chasing its tail. It's just a hamster wheel. You got to let it go. And I know that's the hard part. It's so much easier to let go. Dave said something to me the other day about letting go, and because that's what he does. Something about letting go. And anyways, I can't remember offhand, but it's like you know, you can just hold on to something and you can try to figure it out, but that's only going to, well, I'm just repeating what I just said, but that's basically what came from you about that. And the art about letting go is that you can actually do it right here on the spot, right this moment. You know, you can get a chuckle. That's why we like to watch comedies. That's why we like to do certain things that, you know, brighten our day. That's what the Ace of Cups is. The Ace of Cups is a new beginning. That was the second card. And the Ace of Cups is new light. It's actually something coming into your life that's bringing joy. Cups are emotional, and cups are, they relate to the water aspect, and it's also relating to love as well. So there's like something new coming into your life. It can relate to a love or rekindle of a relationship, but it also relates to something in here, something into the heart. You know, how do you see that, Dave?
Yeah, I see some things there, and I just wanted to backtrack quickly because you made me think something you said about words with the Five of Swords.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for myself, when I think back to any of the times in my life I've seen this card come up in my own readings and my own tarot journals, that it's always been connected with something that where maybe somebody said something really or did something that felt like very harsh in some way, mm-hmm. or unfair in some way. So, you know, and it usually there were words or communication involved of some kind. I just wanted to make that connection. And as well, yeah, the Ace of Cups, I'm just looking at the picture here. I can't add to what Mary said other than the picture's interesting because, well, it has the hand like the traditional ace cards in the Rider-Waite, but the empty cups. So it's an opportunity to fill your cup. Refill. Because aces are at the beginning. Mm-hmm. So it's an opportunity to fill your cup with nurturing and fulfilling, emotionally fulfilling experiences. And that opportunity is coming, and you're going to want to take advantage of it.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. You put that so nicely. And then we got the Wheel of Fortune. That was the third card that came up, and the Wheel of Fortune means that you're going to be on the Wheel of Fortune with Pat Sajak and White. I don't know. I just had to put that in. That just made me. It's funny because actually
you do have a very corny sense of humor.
Well, it looks like it. It looks like it. It's not your traditional. I love these cards, the Housewives Tarot. They're so unique. And but actually, what the Wheel of Fortune is, Dave mentioned this earlier about the change that's happening. It's actually transformation. It's like a Lady Luck changing right around. It's actually being right at the like you can be at the bottom of something, and then all of a sudden something can just before you know it. You can turn right to the top. So there's a major transition that's happening in your life, and you have the ability to make this happen. You do. All you have to do is open up the door and receive. You know what I mean? Like, it's there for you. All you have to do is it's an opportunity. There's opportunities that are offered to you. This is a chance for you this is your window to go out and to let this in. You have to just know that. You have to trust. That's the message there, right?
Yeah, and in my own experience, well, first of all, looking at this card a bit more deeply, it's a roulette wheel, if you know what a roulette wheel is, and so it's for gambling. So it's kind of connecting the Wheel of Fortune to a game of chance, which is kind of true because like the old song, what goes up must come down, spinning wheel, that type of idea, and. However, though, so it just means change. It could go in any direction, but at least for me, generally, unless you're using reverse cards for an example, but usually when I get the Wheel of Fortune, there's definitely change involved, but it's usually beneficial in some way. It's something, like I said, it's associated with the planet Jupiter, mm-hmm. which is traditionally associated with harmony, expansion, and luck, good luck type of thing. So that's how I interpret this. Is it's an expanding into change that's leading into a nice, a better change for the better. That's a shorter way to say it. Change for the better.
Yeah. So, you know, like I love what you said about the past. You know, you said this earlier on the opening about. you know, even if you're watching this in the past.
Oh, that's why I spoke so fast on this one, because we'd done about 6 or 7 takes.
Right.
And I think that was one of the takes that isn't going to be.
But you also said something today about the past, and I can't remember what you said. Something about the past.
Oh, I was sharing a quote from one of my favorite philosophers, Soren Kierkegaard, and it's life can only be understood backwards.
Right.
But it has to be lived forwards.
Right.
So in other words, when you look back and reflect upon the past, you can understand what happened and you can see what happened.
Right.
But we don't know exactly, even with tarot, you don't know specifically exactly what's going to happen in the future. So you have to live and experience forward.
Yeah. But we can get like, okay, that I agree with, but something I do have to say. So a lot of intuitives can feel what's going to happen in the future. Okay, I'm living proof of that. You're living proof of that. You know, being an intuitive, you have the ability. Everybody has the ability to read, to be psychic.
But the point, right? Exactly. We sometimes get very strong messages about something that hasn't yet unfolded.
Right.
But at the same time, what is important here is it's not understood though. You don't really understand it until you live through it, though.
Right, exactly.
Because life's not, here's another quote, it's not a problem to be solved, although there are a lot of problems to solve, especially nowadays, but it's more of something to be experienced.
Exactly. Yeah, because somebody can tell you their experience, like about twin flames, let's just say a twin flame. Only a person that has had a twin flame can understand what that twin flame is like, you know. And I have a lot of clients and, you know, they say, I thought that was my this was my twin flame because you know it. Or they can have a karmic flame, they can have whatever. I'm not getting into that, but I'm just going to say twin flames, you have to experience it. Or I'll just give you another example. Having a baby, you can childbirth. Only somebody that had childbirth can know that. I can tell you about the pain, but you have to experience it to actually go forward. I hope that made sense.
Well, of course. Those are all fairly
but I'm just giving an example.
Yeah.
You have to experience it. It's like learning how to drive. You know, you can't just learn through reading the manual. You got to get in that car and you got to drive. Drive it, baby. You got to get in there. Lots of changes happening in your life, okay? And you got to know that. I can feel it. I sense it. I know it. And that's the message for you. Now, the fourth card was the Oracle card that I picked, and it was Throne. Your potential is endless. Okay, and I'm just going to show you. There's 3 queens. There's the, let's see. Well, there's a mermaid, there's a witch, and she looks like she's someone from Downton Abbey.
Oh, well, kind of like a medieval queen.
Medieval queen, maybe. I just like Downton Abbey. But anyways.
Yeah. That's a little later, more in
That's later, yeah. But she reminded me of that. Anyways, that's the image I got. So Throne, your potential is endless. It is endless because you have the ability to make it work. You know, and the best way to attract positive episodes in your life is to tap into love. I say the secret to the law of attraction and attracting these things and making it work is raising your vibe. And how do you do that? You practice gratitude. You focus on your gratitude. You find gratitude, not focus. Find gratitude. Forgiveness is key. Letting go of the past and just tapping into what's in here, into your heart and love. That's the key. Love. That'll make it all work. The miracles can happen. You know how miracles happen? Through love. I promise you. So you can do that. Whatever's going on in your life, tap into love and listen to this video, watch this video over again because there's a lot of good key points about how to do that. It's all leading to where we are right here, right? What do you get about that?
Throne, your potential is endless. Yeah. What I get from that is life it's not just sitting there still. Life is dynamic. It's constantly, the divine is constantly overflowing and manifesting itself fresh and new every moment, constantly manifesting like a gushing fountain, kind of just infinitely. And so that potential every moment has fresh possibilities for all of us. Okay, so we always have fresh possibilities. So your potential is endless. And
that's true.
Gratitude is known to be a key to finding that meaning, that meaning beyond just survival and status or success or raising a family or all those things that they do have value and meaning, of course, but the deepest meaning of what's it all for, that we're all seeking deep inside, whether we realize it or not, gratitude is a key that can help us unlock that connection, which is really another way of saying acceptance. That's the word that I choose right in this moment to say. Gratitude helps us unlock radical acceptance. Yeah,
it does. It does. We're changing, and all you got to do is change your perspective. That sums it up in a nutshell. You change your perspective. Listen to your heart. Focus on, just merge ahead, and just keep going. And just let go of. Don't, when you're driving, do you do this? No, that's looking in the past. You look at your rearview mirror, and your head is, and some of us do this. Start typing. You don't do that.
Hope not.
No. Reminds me of a sign that we saw.
That's probably one of them, though.
It was a sign we saw. It was like, text if you love Jesus, but also
if you love Jesus, honk. If you want to meet Jesus right now, text.
Keep texting
while driving.
So that's a message too. Some people watch my videos while they're driving, and that's not good. Or anyways, I'm not going to get into that, but I'm just going to say to you guys that if
just use common sense.
Yes, that's
safe.
all. You know what you need to do. Okay, you know what you need to do, and we're changing things up. You're going to see a lot of changes coming from us and to you, and lots of it going on. I'm so excited. So, anyways, if you're interested in getting a longer reading with either one of us, or letting go sessions with Dave, please look at the links below this video in the description box, and also the description box up there. That's for Instagram and for YouTube and Facebook. We're just filming this for all of the channels. Okay, so just go there, and until we wish you guys, everybody, the best. Peace, blessings,
positive vibes for today and the whole week.
See you soon.